You have clicked on State of the City, and my name is Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and I want to thank you for taking time to either catch this on Facebook or our website or maybe our YouTube channel. So thanks for clicking on this. Today is August 16th. It's Tuesday, August 16th. It's about 9:40 in the morning, and I have two primary goals for this video blog, one of which is to talk about the workshop from just last night and some of the things that the council talked about, and frankly, some of the things they didn't get to as a part of that workshop, and then also some tidbits of information that I hope are useful for you as you live, work, or play here in St. Peter. So to that first mission to talk about the council workshop. Here's a copy of the agenda. You can see my notes on there. You'll see that there's about 5 agenda items on there, and frankly, God, we ran out of time. We didn't get to all of them, and I'll talk about why that is in just a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk about that first agenda item, which is Recreation Department presentation. Now, all the department heads come to a workshop throughout the year, and really take some time to talk about some of the things that are really going on within their department, some of the things that they think are really important for the council to know and understand. And this time, Jane Timmerman, who's our Director of Recreation Leisure Services, came and talked about a number of things, including a little bit about the pool, some of the summertime activities, or a few questions from the council about that. But one of her main purposes was to really talk about her launch of her new Inform, Inspire, Connect. Inform, Inspire, Connect. And I'm really excited about this with Jane and with her team and with the City Council. This is really that next phase in adult kind of programming and services. And so, frankly, we've been doing what we've been doing related to adults for a long time, and it's time for change. Adults are changing how we think about boomers or Xers or the greatest generation, the generation from World War II, are all changing, and what they want to see and what they want to do is changing substantially. And so we really have to kind of respond to that. So I'm really excited about her plan for Inform, Inspire, Connect. And so even though I won't get into a lot of details now, watch for that. It includes educational opportunities. It includes communication and gathering opportunities. It includes some additional physical activities, pickleball, and lots of different things, some of which we're doing now and some of which we're going to expand into. And so I'm excited to see how that unrolls over the next year plus. This isn't something that will all go boom and happen all at once, but it is a strategic direction that we're going to take really in Jane's department to inform, inspire, and connect. So watch for some more of that. That was great. Also the council, and this is one of the reasons our meeting went a little bit long, is that a couple of the council members wanted to talk about the decision that was made through my office to no longer continue with the Halloween fun run. And it was a really, really difficult decision, certainly with the rec department and some of the other players involved. And we're very excited that the St. Peter Chamber of Commerce is going to take it on. And so they'll do a fantastic job. They organize lots of community events and activities, and so here we've been doing this for 12 years, and people really enjoy it. And frankly, I really underestimated the level of love or the passion that people really had for this event. But it was a program of the rec department. It was a single program like T-ball or like swimming lessons or like, you pick it, movies in the park. And it was time either for it to stop or time for someone else to take up the torch and make it grow and make it a community festival, a community event, much like we see 4th of July or Rockman Folk Festival or Blues Fest. And all of those, by their very nature, are not programs, are not community festivals or events that are solely run and operated by the city. They're a community-wide event where certainly the city participates, but is not solely run by the city. And my belief was that this was the time for that jump. And so that's why the decision was made. That's how it was made. And maybe, frankly, our execution wasn't very good. And I got to take my lumps on that. And the council, one of the council members kind of made sure that I understood that I had not done that as well as I should have. But regardless, I think in the big picture it was the right decision, and we're really happy for the chamber to take it on and really make it that bigger community-wide event that it probably deserves to be, and that as many people have expressed they want it to be this really big thing. And so we're excited for that, and we'll be happy to participate with the chamber and others as they continue to organize and make that move forward. So enough about Fun Run. I want to also go on to a discussion about one of the other agenda items, which was lease of community center. And so part of We have some spaces that are going to become available as the school vacates in the next year, well, a little bit more than a year from now. But we wanted to work with some of the folks within our community to give them ample planning time and chance to think about what do they want to do with their business or their activities. And so here's kind of the scoop. We did an RFP, a request for proposals for people to rent those spaces that the school district was going to be vacating again now over a year from now. And we had 3 people respond, 3 respondents or 3 entities. One of which was Minnesota Valley Action Council, and they really want additional space for their Head Start program. There's been some changing in federal funding related to Head Start, and they're really excited about being able to offer more hours of services to their families and to the kids that they serve. We also received a proposal from Kids Corner Daycare, which has been in the community center, well, since the community center was built. They have great programming, do wonderful things, and they wanted to expand their program for a while. We also heard from one of the newer daycares, or the newest one at the community center anyway, St. Peter Community Child Care, or what some people call SP3C. And so they want to consolidate their program from the 2 locations where they're at, one up near the Gustavus campus and one at the community center. And they want to expand their program. And so the council's thought long and hard about that. And part of the goal on Monday night was to hear presentations from those groups and get the chance for some discussion and some interchange with the council. So this will be an issue that the council will evaluate over the next month or so and think about how can we measure the goals that have been set by the council, the higher needs by the community, and how can all of these really wonderful groups help meet some of those needs. So stay tuned for that. There's not a decision that's made on that. Stay tuned. But I think the council is going to think really critically about, again, meeting those community goals and how we can work best with some of these organizations that all of whom do really, really cool, great stuff for families and kids within the community of St. Peter. The last one that I want to mention is a discussion that's going to come up at a city council meeting as well, which is a little bit more quick for action than the 2 that I previously mentioned. It has to do with an agreement between the City of St. Peter and St. Peter School District on property near Davis Street at what some people call the Embed Site. If you're from St. Peter for a long time, you might call it the vocational school site, but it's at the corner of Davis Street and Washington Avenue, and it's out there by Ramsey Park. And as you might recall, the city worked cooperatively with the school district to build a jungle gym at the location of the Embed building, and also we built an additional ball field on Ramsey Park there, which has been utilized, and a lot of families have discovered it, so we're really happy about that. This is a joint agreement so that there's a clear understanding that even though we built some of the ball field on the school property, they can use it. And even though we helped pay for half of the jungle gym, the public can use it. It's just not a school park or just not a city park. And so both of us can use it together, whether it's on school hours or off school hours. So we're excited to see those kind of cooperative things work. And this is really, at least from my perspective, crossing the T's and dotting the I's on an agreement that was really, or a project that was really put in place now over a year ago. So again, we're really happy about that cooperative effort. We think that's efficient for you as taxpayers because, after all, really, most of this money is coming from the same pocket. And so how we can use these facilities well, cooperatively, efficiently, just makes sense for the community overall. So again, the council's excited about that. This was me kind of getting them warmed up for the action that we're going to ask them to take at the next council meeting. Now, beyond that, a couple of different things going on. I want to mention Tidbits, and here's a copy of the hot sheet. This is our weekly newsletter that comes out generally on Wednesdays. And there is always lots of fantastic information in it. I know you can't read it, but I'm kind of showing you all the information that's in there, including a list of calendar dates for meetings and other official activities. If you want to get that hot sheet, you can click on it on our website, or you can have it emailed to you. We're happy to do that as well. Barb emails those out on Wednesday generally, and so it can come right to your inbox. So we want to mention that. We also want to mention Traverse Green Housing Subdivision, this subdivision that we're working on for working families. Check out our website. We have great information on there. Also, the change in urgent care here at the hospital has been fantastic, and if you haven't received services up there, it's a great opportunity for you to do so. The hours and all that stuff is listed on there. Give us a try. Urgent care is so important within our community. I know the Prafke families unfortunately use it a lot. So there you go. I also want to mention our partners at the Treaty Site who have the Smithsonian exhibit going on related to water. And St. Peter's really been on the forefront of water, whether it's wastewater treatment or whether it's water treatment for drinking and consumption. We're doing a couple of programs with them, tours of the water and wastewater facilities, so check those out. Great stuff from the middle of August here until I think towards the end of September. So check that out. We're very excited about it. I also want to mention we have a park naming contest going on for the 2 new parks that are under construction right now. One next to the new high school site and one out at our new housing subdivision, Traverse Green. And so there's a naming contest for both of those. We would love you to participate in that naming contest. There's lots of great small prizes that will be available and some great pride and recognition in helping us name those 2 parks, helping the park board and the city council come up with great names for that. So with that, it's time for me to go. There's where you can check us out at an email or our website, or we would love it if you like us on Facebook or give us a call. We're always happy to visit. Thanks again for clicking on State of the City. Hope to see you next time.